Is it possible to be at peace even while you're being tested? I'm Yasmin Mogahed, and this is a tip on how to find solace even within the hardship. We are given many stories in the Quran, and one of these stories that we are told is a lesson for all people, not just for women, is the story of the wife of Pharaoh, Asiyah, radiallahu anha. She was a woman who was married to one of the worst tyrants ever to walk the earth, and yet she held on to her own beliefs and her own identity. Because of her beliefs in the one true God, her husband Fir'aun had his people torture her, and she was put in a situation where she was now being put in severe, this is a severe hardship that we can't even imagine. And while she was in that situation, and commentators talk about this story, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us that she asked Allah, a very beautiful dua, she asked Allah to build for her a home with him in Jannah. And commentators say that while she was in that situation, Allah showed her her home in Jannah. And because she saw her home in Jannah, she smiled. Now this is really powerful, because you think about, this is a woman who is going through such a severe hardship, one that we can't even imagine, and yet she's smiling, and yet she found peace to the extent that she could smile. And in fact, this actually angered Fir'aun, that he is trying to hurt her, trying to control her, and yet she's still at peace. Now, what can we learn from this story? What we can learn is that no matter what we go through, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us his aid, his help, that a person can actually be inside of a hardship and be able to have so much peace that they can smile. This is a lesson for all people about how it's actually the help of Allah that enables us to handle anything. It isn't actually about the hardship itself, but it's about how much divine assistance do we have within the hardship. If this reminder was beneficial to you, then I ask you to join me in my new class, Transformed, in which we'll talk about reminders like this and others of how we can transform our hearts, and how we can better our relationships with the Creator and the creation through that transformation of the heart. I look forward to seeing you in this seminar.